It's nice when someone remembers the smallest details about you. Not because you keep reminding them, but because they care. Greeting a grandparent with a handshake. Greeting a grandparent with a hug. Grandchildren. Teacher asks you to help the new kid catch up. New student does well on the first test. You do better than usual because you spent time teaching. Become friends with the new kid. My wife and I take turns hiding this G.I. Joe for the other to find. This is the last time I saw him. 2 years ago. Me seeing an elderly couple hold hands while walking their dog. Grandparents after secretly giving the visiting grandkids some money before leaving. My mom. Random yellow flower I found. 7-year-old me. My mom blowing on my injured knee. 7-year-old me who fell in the gravel of the playground. When you ask a question in class and the professor says, "That's a great question." Sneezed when everyone was asleep. 80-year-old man builds a dog train to take rescued stray dogs on adventures. His little spoon grew up real big, but he doesn't mind. Having to wear a jacket because the weather is getting cooler. Finding $20 in the pocket from when you wore it 6 months ago. My friend can't go out with us because she just got new foster kitties and I can go to her house to pet them. Me going outside to improve my mental health? I like that boulder. That's a nice boulder. Waking up with a headache and having to go to work. Husband bringing me coffee, breakfast, and Advil before I leave. Me as a kid pretending to sleep so I can get carried to bed. Nobody is born cool. Except, of course, people who put trash in their pocket until they find a trash can, in case you are having a bad day. I printed this special pot for my plant. My girlfriend's bad mood. The overwhelming amount of silliness I'm going to give her to snap her out of it. Studying psychology to see what evil people are capable of doing. Studying psychology to see what good things people are capable of doing. The urge to give up and collapse under the weight of my stress and anxiety. The people I care for that I don't want to let down. If you are singing along to a song on the radio, there is a good chance you are singing along with thousands of people. So in a way, we're part of a worldwide chorus. Grandmas deserve to live forever. This hedgehog is cheering for you because you can do anything. Amy and Jake of Brooklyn. 9-9 didn't start dating until they were both in their 30s. Who wants some alcohol? Returning to work after a 3-day weekend. Seeing it as a fresh start to a new, short week. Me learning about the small human victory that occurred here and this community's efforts to rebuild with people-powered creativity and goodwill. Teachers when they add, "and just have fun" to the instructions. Why is no one having a good time? I specifically requested it. Me and my homie chilling after successfully finishing a hard course. How I actually look versus how my grandma thinks I look. I think one of the most amazing displays of democracy in history is that 1,000 islands managed to come together and agree on a single dressing. The 4 horsemen of genuinely good humans in real life. How I feel after surviving all my hardest days. Begin learning to say sorry, being friendlier, being vulnerable, loving life, and beginning to love myself and quit bad habits. Me. Tiptoeing on the freshly mopped floor to show how sorry I am for walking all over it. The janitor, me and my sweetheart when we reincarnated as chickens. I googled, angry duck. And I'm really glad I did. Me and my grandpa when there's nobody at our fishing spot. When you go to uni in another country with an intent on finding a girlfriend, but find a fuckton of girlfriends instead. I came looking for copper, and I found fucking emeralds. My grandpa telling me the same story for the 16th time already. Me trying to act interested because he is awesome and deserves lots of love. Me about to fall asleep after tiring day. My depressed friend messaging me late at night. Do you have time to talk? Me? Yeah, I've got time. My neighbor complained about my kids being too loud. They were. I bought her flowers and a card telling her that we aren't used to living in an apartment yet. She left me some alphabet cookies with a sweet card saying we will adjust together, and that was beautiful as hell. Me growing up without a father. Me who is now a father and will always take care of my child. The Uber who didn't talk at all. The Uber who talked the whole time. 5 stars because they gotta eat. Everyone leaves me, I can't keep a friend. Why am I such a bad person? People come and go, but that doesn't make me worse of a person because people who can't be my friend leave? I am capable of being a good person. People, crows and ravens are omens of darkness and evil. Crows and ravens. Me winning against a random dude online? Also me after hearing his girlfriend saying she will sleep over if he wins. Nobody is born cool. Except, of course, teachers who are patient with you although you are taking a long time to understand a lesson. When you're telling your grandparents about your job and they have no clue what you're talking about, but they're supportive. with negative thoughts and overthinking. Having faults is natural and accepting them. Cows form close friendships and experience less stress when they're with their best friend. My reaction when my son, who has had trouble making friends at school for years, asks me whether he can go to a new friend's house for a sleepover. There should be bloopers at the end of horror movies, just to let a person sleep in peace. Dads. If I have a daughter, I'm not playing dress up. Dads after having daughter. Y'all want to see something cool? I'm on a side quest recreating all my grandfather's pictures from World War II. Your pupils dilate when you look at something you love. Your pupils when you look at the mirror. When you can't sleep but it starts raining/storming and it knocks you out immediately. You leaving the house today ready to take on everything life is going to throw at you and succeed. My life is boring and repetitive. I must change something. Me after changing route to home and buying soda from a store I've never been in.